making some delicious crab cakes. Let's get started. First of all, I have my crab meat, and I'm using white crab meat. You can use tinned, that's not a problem. But make sure, if you do, you squeeze all of the water out, because we don't want really sloppy crab cakes. Into that, I'm going to be putting some very finely diced green peppers. You can use red peppers if you prefer. It's just to give that burst of colour and some nice flavour. I also have one onion, a medium-sized onion, finely chopped, and that's going in. I have a good tablespoon of lemon juice going into that. I have panko crumbs. You can use breadcrumbs. I'd just run out of bread today, funnily enough. Next come our spices, and we have parsley, salt, pepper, black pepper I'm using, and I'm using a quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can put more in if you like spice. That's plenty for me. So we're now going to add a beaten egg to that. And we're going to get in there and we're going to work this all together. This is such an easy recipe, but it is so, so tasty. Now, we're not putting any other fluid in here because, quite frankly, the lemon juice and the egg is plenty, because you'll still get some moisture from those peppers and onions working through it. Once you've got this all together, and it's holding quite well at the moment, we're going to cover this up and we're going to leave that in the fridge for half an hour before we move on. Well, my crab cake dough, as you can see, has been chilling in the fridge, and it is really quite nice and firm now. So now's time to shape them. I'm using these sort of burger papers on mine, and I'm just going to use a cookie cutter because I want to make quite nice small ones here. So I'm going to take some of my meat mix, crab mix, and I'm going to start filling, squeeze it together, and I'm going to start filling my little mould, and I'm going to make them quite deep because I like nice deep crab cakes. There we go. Give it a tap and out it pops, and then it's going on a tray. This is so easy, so therapeutic. It is a wonderful. Nice handful, and push it in. Make sure, obviously, you get it right to the bottom here. Push it down. There we go. These papers are really, really handy. There we go. Have I got it right? Nice. Tap. And there we go. There's another one. Beautifully shaped and holding together wonderfully. So you just keep going until you've used up all your mix. I'll see you when I've done that. I've shaped my crab cakes and they're looking absolutely fantastic. What I am going to do is just cover the tops with another one of these little greaseproof paper circles. You can just use regular greaseproof paper, but just go careful that you don't lose the shape of these. And now going to place these in the fridge for an hour so that the shape sets before I start handling them. You can pop them in the freezer for a little while so they firm up a little bit, because I am going to be breadcrumbing these in a little while. I'll see you when they're ready to coat. So, my crab cakes are nicely rested. So I'm just going to take these papers off the top. And what we're going to do is coat them up very quickly. And I'm going to pop this into some flour. Just make sure it's covered. Then into my egg. I've got 2 beaten eggs here. Then into my panko. Now what I don't want to do is touch these any more than I have to. So we're going to give them a little zhuzh. I'm going to cover them completely with the panko and push it in. There we go, one done. And we're just going to carry on doing exactly the same off the paper into my flour. Now you can see, because I put it on paper, I've not got to handle these too much at all. Into my egg. And all I'm going to do is baste it. I really don't want to touch these. One of the things with crab cakes, unlike burgers or other types of meat, is they can fall to bits quite easily. So, here we go. Pick it up into the panko. And we're going to do that with all of these. Make sure we keep a really nice shape going on there. There we are. Beautiful, look at those. Right, we're going to continue and just get them all covered now. So then we'll be ready to cook them. Well, my beautiful crab cakes are now ready to cook. You can freeze these at this stage. You can just put them in papers like I did, or flat freeze them, put this straight into the freezer, freeze them and then bag them up, and then you can cook these from frozen, no trouble at all. You can cook them in your air fryer, just spritz with some oil and put them in the air fryer on about 200 degrees for around 20 minutes. They'll be piping hot inside and lovely. You can pop them in the oven and cook them in the oven if you prefer to. Or you can do what I'm going to do here, and I am going to pan fry these. Here we go. These are smelling absolutely delicious. I've turned them over once, and I want them a little bit more golden than that. But I'm keeping an eye, because what I don't want to do is burn them. Let's check the other side. If I can turn it out, yeah. Here we go. Beautiful. That is perfect. So we'll just get some colour on the other side of these. Oh, wow. Right, I've just flipped those over and look at the bottom. Crispy, crunchy. I'm now going to lift these out. Onto some kitchen paper. Look at that. Well, don't these look absolutely stunning? I am so pleased with these. Look at them. Now to taste. That is so crispy, crunchy. Look, I would serve these normally with salad. and they are gorgeous. Hot. You won't find this recipe on the internet because this really is my own recipe. You can taste that lemon coming through with that crab, but it's not overpowering. You get a little bit of heat from that chilli or cayenne, but not too much. I wouldn't put any more in. That to me is perfectly seasoned, beautiful. If you liked what you saw, please like, share and subscribe to see me making more delicious, cost-effective food. Thank you for watching.